Okay, so we've got a population of bacteria here, times t days, is to be modelled as a continuous variable. So the rate of increase of p, this bacteria is increasing, as it often does. So the rate of increase, in other words, how p increases with respect to time, is directly proportional, so it's positive because it's increasing, to p. Write down the differential equation. Well, for a then, to get the differential equation, of course, we introduce a constant of proportionality, k, so we can get the equals there, and we've answered part A, we've got a mark there. Part B then, this is given that the initial size of the population is P0, okay, P0, we'll just call it PO, shall we? Show that P is equal to PO e to the KT, okay, so what I need to do here is to separate the variables, okay, separate the variables, get the p's onto one side, so because we times in here, take the p over and divide. Okay, and of course then we integrate. Then, okay, now remember that's like 1 over p, isn't it? So 1 over p, because it's linear here, it's going to be ln, so ln p equals to kt plus c. And of course the initial size of the population is PO, yeah? So initial means, of course, at the beginning, so when t equals 0, the population is PO, okay, P is equal to PO, P0, okay, so I can sub that in, so ln PO is equal to K times 0, okay, which is 0, okay, plus C, so that implies C is just ln PO, okay, so if I put that in there, ln P is equal to KT plus then ln PO, right? And I can get out then what they want here. Okay, so there's my 5 marks. I can do that because if you think here now, I've got 2 logarithms, haven't I? 2 logarithms, and if I take it over the other side of lnp, take away ln PO equals kt, and that then will be ln p over PO equals kt using laws of logarithms. When you take away, you put it as a single log and divide, and then take the ln over, so you're going to be eing that side, so we've got p over PO, and then just take the PO up, and you've got P equals PO e to the KT. So we've got exactly what they want, and there's your 5 marks. Okay. Then we just go on then to grab the other marks, and it says, look, 2 days after the start, the population is 1.2 PO. Okay, so basically, what's it saying? When t equals 2, yeah, because it is talking about days, isn't it? Let's have a look. T days, yeah. So it's important to check what t represent. Days in this case, so 2 days, t will be 2, and population will be 1.2 PO. Okay, what do they want? They want to, it says find the population, find when the population would be 2 PO. Okay, so we want the time, which we don't know, when the population is 2 PO. Okay, well, the condition they give me here, look, when t is 2, p is 1.2 PO, we can just sub it into this, right? So p is 1.2 PO, population is 1.2 PO, so put it in there, equals to 1.2 PO will equal to PO e to the KT, and actually, I should change t then to be 2, isn't it? Because that's the condition, when t is 2, population is 1.2 PO, so I put 1.2 PO here, for this, so I need to change that to 2, so I should have written, maybe I put in a bracket there, get away with that there, that looks good, doesn't it? What we can see as well, the POs will cancel, because there's POs on both sides, so we just divide by PO, so we've got 1.2 equals to e to the k times 2, which is 2k, then simply then take the e over the other side and do ln of it, okay, so we get that, and then to get k then divide by 2, so ln 1.2 divide by 2 is equal to k, so then we can get k to be, let's have a look, ln 1.2 divide by 2 and we get k to be that. Now what I would do, yeah, I'd go for a good number of decimal places, 9116, I'd go for, what's that, 5 decimal places, and we've got a 0, so we can forget that, but good decimal places there, 5 will do, so we got a good degree of accuracy. So we say therefore p is equal to PO e to the 0.09116 t, because that's what k is here, and they want to know then, remember they want t when population is 2 PO. So if I put the population now to be 2 po. Okay, so when p is equal to 2 po, put 2 po in there, equals to po e to the 0.019 or whatever, yeah, that's it, yeah, that'll do. So the po's will cancel, yeah, again, because you're dividing by po on both sides, by po, and then we've got 2 equals to this, okay. So similar process now, take the e over, so it'll be ln2 equals to 0.09116t, and then to get t, you just take that over, don't you, and divide, so it'll be ln2 divide by 0.09116, and I get 7.6 days, right? One decimal place, 7.6 days. Job done.